Hey, this is James Glover, dual CEO of JLG Holdings and Shakur Capital, and I am doing another post on our second biggest position. Now let me explain. The company that we invested in is called InflaRx. It is a biopharmaceutical company based in Germany. The stock ticker is IFRX, and it was a company that I saw, didn't do much research on it, but I saw that it went from $39 to $2. So anytime I see something like that, you know, I'm smiling or I'm laughing. One of the two, big decline. And then I'm seeing if I can make money off of it. So I'm looking to see why did it go down and what will make it go back up. So like I said, it went from $30, $39 to about $2. So I'm all ears. I would have liked to get a nice chunk of change and just sit it in it and get out once it, increased by over 30 to 50%, which it already has done. But like I said, we got a small amount of capital, but let me go into explaining it. Now, the reason we're here is to talk about the current gain that we have. So like I said, the company is biopharmaceutical. The ticker is IFRX. At the time I'm making this, or the time I took the screenshot, the stock was at 740, probably a little bit lower now. This image says your position, shows the shares, 173. We had a lot more. I'm explaining at the end of the video, but 173 says equity, 1,279. So that's how much money that we have, including the increase as well as the cost. The cost is, let's see, I got 100% gain, so the cost is, I guess, what's that, a little over 500 or 600, something like that. Okay, we got 3 images, and these are pretty much our buy orders. So I have, I'll just give you an explanation of the colors. So the color codes are green up top, just saying the name, showing the ticker, and the ticker is the symbol of the company, which is IFRX. InflaRx is the name of the company. Then the red is going to show the title. I mean, not the title, the type of the order that we purchased, when it was filled, the quantity, and the total price for all the shares that we bought, and that's gonna go for all the buy orders. So if you want to find out how much I'm making, is in the total return. But in case you get confused by seeing the numbers, what you do is you take the total equity number and you subtract the total return, and that'll tell you the amount that I paid for. It'll tell you what I paid for the stock. So it'll tell you my cost. So it's like if you bought a house, and say the house is worth $500,000, and you paid $250,000, you just subtract it, and that'll tell you how much you're up. Even that's really simple math, but same principle goes here. So you take the equity amount that it says and subtract the total return amount, and you'll get that number for our cost. Our average price, I got that highlighted in red because, like I said, we bought it cheap. We could have bought it a little bit cheaper, but average cost is not bad. And like I said, the stock is at 740. When I bought this, like I said, the stock had crashed from 39 all the way down to about $2, $3. I let it come up some. I got my position. I would have loved to do this with a lot more capital, but unfortunately, we're not there yet. But here you go. You got 120% gain. I expect it to continue to go up, gradually or over time, and we'll go from there. But traditionally, a position like this, you would trim some if you had a massive amount of capital in it. We do not, and I still believe in it, so I'm holding it. But it's two-pronged issue for us with our capital, and then for us trimming it. But I think this is going to continue to increase. Like I said, to 120% return, and I hope you understand this image, the images I posted, as well as this video, as far as me explaining it to you. Any questions, give me a call, text, or email, or DM. Thanks. All right. Then we have a sell order that was very unfortunate. Unfortunately, it did happen, and that order is a sell of 85 shares, and clearly something happened, and I had to sell some of the position, which was sad. That's why we got the crying emojis on this. But we're working to make sure this doesn't happen again. But pretty much a good position. We will be making double right now had we not had to sell some of this. So we're making $702. We were making $1,400. The extra 85 shares, they all would be worth, another $700 when you add them to the current 173 shares that we have. I did the math on it. If you do it, you'll get the same thing. Pretty much what you do, we'll have a total of 308 shares. The average price is $333. Now don't get confused, but you do 308 times the current price, which is, we're going to go based on my image, 740. You're going to get 1,400 and some change. Then you subtract the cost, and the cost was $861. Total cost is $861 for all 4 buy orders. You subtract the 1,400 by the total cost of all those buy orders, and that's what would be our current value. Our current value is not 1,400; it's 700 because we don't have the other 85. We had to sell them because either we didn't have enough funds, or something else happened. We needed the money elsewhere. So we're working on. This has been a prolonged issue a little bit, but we're working on getting that out, because that's money that we left on the table or gave back or just didn't make because of our situation. But like I said, this is why we're able to make the returns we can. This is just another example, and this is our second position that's up the most currently. So thanks, and have a good one. And this stock was funny because when I told Roderick, my best friend, about investing in this stock, he gave me some flack about it. So I was like, it's an easy 50% gain, easy, considering the fall that it came from. So, and he told me, you might be right, but what you're going to do is you're going to end up buying it and then selling it because something else is going to happen, or ain't going to have enough money, or this, that, and the third. And this was a funny one because we both ended up being right. So I bought it, got a couple grabs at it, different buys, and then unfortunately I did end up having to sell some of it. But I was right too, because it did go up 50% or more. So this is one of those funny ones, though. Normally we don't get to have this happen. Normally either I'm right or he's right, which in our cases are normally two different things. One is either really good or not good at all. So this is okay, even though I would prefer to have the extra 85 shares that I had to sell. But that's what this video is for, and we're working to fix that issue. But get a look at some of these pictures from Rod. I don't know why he's smiling so much. I guess because he knew. I guess because he thought he would be right. But yeah. This is Roderick, and he's been helping me along, so I had to get him in this picture. He got that developer CEO look. He actually is a CEO of one of my companies, but He don't want me to say it, but I'm not gonna say it. But it's a joke that we got. But anyway, yeah. All right, I'm out of here.